You're listening to the We Are Libertarians Podcast Network. Find all of our shows at wearelibertarians.com. You're listening to the We Are Libertarians Network. Learn more at wearelibertarians.com.
Welcome to the Boss Hog of Liberty podcast. This is episode number 423 of East Central's favorite podcast. Jeremiah Morrell here, joined by executive video producer, audio engineer, and chief mechanic of his own car, Zach Burcham.
Evening.
Chase Peyton is in the co-host seat.
What up?
Keeping that seat warm for Mr. Bones, who's off on assignment for the big red guy.
You have to change that profile picture.
I do. Listen, the profile picture on the website, it has Dakota. He's our host emeritus. Plus, he makes all the art. So, I mean, if you go make us a new picture, Chase, we'll change it out.
Deal.
I'll make you that deal. Danny Morrell is here. First time in 23 episodes. Danny's back in the room.
Good evening.
You brought your sidekick.
I did. My son, Will.
Young Wilson is over here sitting in with us. He helped on Patreon. He did some snack tasting. And retired county council person, Betsy Mills is here.
Holler.
Decked out in her holiday attire.
Yeah.
You got a special hat.
I did. I wanted to be festive, and I also have this everyone watches women's sports hat, which is very cool.
We're going to spend a lot of time talking about the women's bowl games tonight, so I'm looking forward to the conversation. Our plan tonight, we got some local news to talk about. Courthouse maybe getting a last minute change in the renovations. Memorial Park Superintendent is moving back on site, and we are going to...
I might spill the tea.
Chase has got some inside information on the Memorial Park Superintendent. He's got some close relations.
Blackmail.
White. It's Chase's cousin, everybody.
Oh.
That's the superintendent. And we're going to talk a bunch of sports. We got some college football playoff to talk about. Chase is on an all-time high with his football team. The Bears are heading straight to 1985. I'm recovering from last night's Colts game still. And we'll probably talk about some IndyCar stuff too, because, 'tis the season. Dale Coyne said he would pick a driver by Christmas, and we're running out of time. This show's about our lives in rural Indiana. We're here to push your boundaries and make you think as individuals. Sometimes we'll provoke you, other times we'll make you laugh, but hopefully you'll always learn something new. We just did a nice 25-minute segment on Patreon talking about our Christmas plans, tried some snacks, and told a few stories along the way. Always fun. If you're a patron at any level, you help get the show on the air, and you are the reason why it exists. If it wasn't for you, it would not be here. You get the show notes dropped into a special Facebook group for each and every episode. And if you're a contributor at $50 or more a month, you get your name, your business mentioned at the top of the show. Danny, you got to help us out with that.
What's happening?
Who are those people? And how do we say thanks to them?
Well, the people are Jonathan Phillips with Great Lakes Honda out of Fishers.
Yep.
Varsity Outfitters, Blake Reese, Thomas Oaks, Walnut Ridge RV, and Morrell Monument Cleaning. Also, we have Pops Recycle.
You know anything about any of those businesses?
Nope,
nothing. All right.
No, they're all good friends and family, and we appreciate all of them very much.
All good people. Last minute Christmas idea. Go get yourself a Schwinn bike.
Or a Honda.
Or you could go out and buy a new Honda. Maybe they'll get yourself an Acura if you want to be a little premium.
Or a pop-up.
You guys ought
or
to
a camper.
you ought to lobby the Democrats and Republicans of Henry County to be sponsors. I mean, you facilitate more political conversations, good conversations.
Yeah.
I mean, there's never been a fist fight that I recall.
No, we stopped it before the fist fight.
Yeah. I know there was a knife.
Come close.
There's been some tense moments, but generally, it's when I was back here with Rob Kendall and just talking about how important of a service this provides to the community, and especially getting to know elected officials. I don't know. I can put in a good word with the Republicans.
So it would be good to continue to get their involvement.
Yeah, for sure.
Local news wanted to talk this week. About Christmas. We can talk about Christmas stuff a little bit too. This is supposed to be the Christmas episode. We kind of got into it in the Patreon.
What are you doing for Christmas, Chair?
I have, I think, 4 activities tomorrow scheduled on Christmas Eve.
What?
We have 4. The big Morrell family Christmas is actually tomorrow, and it's like a brunch.
It got moved up.
It's like at 10:30 in the morning, 10:30 to 3:30 ish, and then I think we're doing the Elks Lodge. Going to go see some friends down there, and then I think we got to make an appearance with Zach's family out in the western Henry County part of the world. That's where my path will interact with Zach on his 14 Christmases. Christmas Day is a lot more chill. I think we got a little bit of time with Sarah's family. We're gonna watch a movie, and then hopefully they can pop in at Danny's house too.
Do you have to work on Friday?
I do, but I'm gonna work from home. I'm gonna work. Work. Yeah, I mean, I'll work, but
if the bridge needs built, he'll be there.
A lot of my customers are.
I think you
often
should
not
go to
doing
Pittsburgh.
much. Yeah, just to swing on out there. So many of my contractors are down until about January 5th. You're just pushing paperwork or doing a little bit back end. So
I had so much invoicing that people want to get done today.
People want to get things done.
And they didn't think it was a priority until 2:00. And they wanted it done, by the end of the year, all of a sudden. And it's, okay, I'll make some phone calls. We'll see what happens.
We'll get you taken care of.
I didn't promise that.
I did not do shit today, Jer. Everything was running perfectly. And I've been quiet quitting until January 6th. So
you said that out loud on your podcast. With
I told my
ratings.
boss that if there weren't any alarms going off, so I was in the office.
You're in a production world. Do they don't try to shove in a bunch of like, hey, while it's pretty quiet, we're going to try to do all this maintenance between Christmas and New Year's and make you miserable?
Normally, yes, but we're actually pretty caught up this year.
Wow.
I'm kind of a stud.
Wow.
Christmas wise, we're going to church tomorrow. I'm going to be a good little boy. And then we're having dinner with her family. And then we're having lunch with my family on Christmas and dinner with her family on Christmas.
Kind of a church service we're attending. What denomination? You guys are a married couple now. What denomination did you guys decide that you are? What kind of Christians?
Non-denominational.
Non-committal.
Jared, it's not that serious. They have a coffee shop in their church. So it's not like what I grew up in.
Do they have caffeine in the coffee?
Yes.
Oh,
So they're not Mormons. Okay.
They're sinners.
Is this the church that was formerly a center of commerce?
No, it is not that church.
This is one up in Muncie.
It's in Muncie. Yeah. It's a good church.
Up on Wheeling, it's Old State Road 3.
I guess. I don't know what road it's on.
I've been to a funeral or a wedding or two up there. Broadway.
So that's what I'm doing. I also have to work Friday. I am not doing shit Friday though, unless if stuff is burning down.
You have to go in though.
Yes. That's my plans.
Zach, is the government down now for a while? Or is Governor Braun like, work a quarter day on Christmas Eve so you can drive into the office and back?
I mean, I'll be interested to find out if they let people. Tomorrow's an official work day. We have not been given any indication that we would be allowed to leave. I'm taking the day off because I've got Christmas Eve's kind of a deal with. I've got 3 things tomorrow starting in the morning. So I took a personal day and a lot of people are going to be out. But I think maybe one time they said 3:00 people to go ahead and leave. But I knew the higher ups in where I work were prepared to have to be there till the last scheduled hour that people were going to be working. So
got to get those denial letters out to taxpayers,
Yes,
those must go through.
The mill's going slow though. But we're off Friday. So they give us 2 days for Christmas because like I said, we get President's Day or whatever. And because it's a Thursday Christmas, they give us Friday. Otherwise we get Christmas Eve off. So
I don't know if this is a great arrangement or a terrible arrangement for when the days fall. Where it's like the Wednesday, Thursday Christmas.
I think for Christmas, it's pretty awesome the way they do it because, like I said, I burn a day and I'm fine. January 2nd is not a holiday. So having to come back from New Year's on a Friday is going to suck. and I'm not burning a day for that. So, but that because I think New Year's is the worst holiday. You just kind of like tired and worn out the entire day. So,
Yeah. What was your guys' favorite gift you ever received?
I got a baby brother one year. That was kind of cool. That was good, like November.
It was early.
By Christmas, he was a pain in the ass.
I don't know that I have a favorite like that. I mean, it's not. I mean, we always got gifts, but nothing's more memorable. I got a Red Ryder one year. That was pretty awesome.
That's
We
pretty
went to
cool.
Illinois and we shot each other a lot of BB guns.
Yeah, I mean, anything with violence. I got a radio one year.
You got
That was
both your
pretty cool.
eyes.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, there was never like just like a
big unwrapping.
shattering. Yeah, whatever.
I think BB guns was probably the coolest. I think Poppy was involved with the purchase of those, so that was really cool.
How about you, Chase?
There's one I distinctly remember, and I woke up that morning and I saw Santa's gift to my sister, and my gift from Santa was not there. But there was a letter saying I was pretty bad this year, but I had just made it, and to go check by the front door, and Santa left me an Xbox, which was really cool. I played Halo. I just made the cut. I almost got Cole.
Just barely got there. The funny thing is, Danny and I are so much older than our sister that she talks about Christmas and has entirely different memories and traditions and things.
Her Christmases, she had two older brothers that could buy for her also.
Yeah.
That
I was
had
born a poor, destitute child. I totally different child.
because you guys are like the Griswold kids. There's
Yeah.
like two different. There's two.
Yeah,
different
it's like there
families.
was a replacement cast halfway through. Totally different.
I mean, when Hannah was 10, we both had full-time jobs. So, and not a lot of responsibility. And at that time, we didn't do, pull a name from a hat type deal. We probably spent more money than we should have. I don't know. Christmas was always great. It's not about the presents. I think that we instill that on our son Will too. I don't know. We keep it kind of simple still.
Yeah, I hope everybody has a great time. The family time's what's more important to us, to me at least, and hopefully folks get to listen to this and as they drive to all of their little Christmas activities this weekend.
What's your favorite Christmas present?
His favorite, he says, family.
That's such a good
That's why
answer.
you're always on the nice list. I was close. I was this close.
Do you have favorite family?
Easy, son.
My favorite uncle.
He's all right. We'll move on. Thanks so much to the patrons.
Well, we didn't get to Betsy.
Oh,
I did get.
She didn't jump in.
Well, okay. Plans tomorrow at 11 a.m. I'm going to be at Shenandoah Elementary School cooking for this project that's been going on for a few years. I think I've talked about it before, but it's called the Middletown Compassion Initiative. Essentially, and they do this for Thanksgiving too. The guy in charge of it is Chris Harder, who his family owns and runs the Belgian Horse Winery. I went to school with him at Shenandoah, but it's really cool. It's just a full holiday meal for anybody. I mean, it's not just like you have to be in need. It's just supposed to be community based. They get a lot of meals out to first responders and just whoever needs it. They also have hygiene supplies and winter coats, gloves, things like that. And we're trying to make it a thing where like people, I mean, you don't have to be in need to come. Like it's just it's a cool thing. It's a cool thing to see people on Christmas, and fellowship is really important. I think post COVID, like we really, I think we're remembering again, like, hey, it's important that we get to spend time with one another, and holidays provide that. So, I just want to put in my pitch for that. Probably have dinner tomorrow with my family, which would be me, Krista, my mom, and my sister Mandy, who flew in from New York. And then on Christmas Day, we're doing stuff with Krista's family. And also the Compassionate Initiative, I'll probably be at that for part of the day. That's noon to 6, and it's downtown.
This is in downtown Middletown.
Downtown Middletown, yeah. It's the old bank building. It's at Locust and Fifth.
So like community center now.
Chris owns the building and has been slowly renovating it. So I don't know what it's going to end up being, but it's cool. It's a cool building.
Looking forward to a full report after it's
Yeah,
over.
it's a great thing, and it's what they don't get rid of, they like donate to the guest house or other places in need. So it's a really, really cool thing to do.
Very nice. The local news I wanted to get into today, Betsy, you were involved with the courthouse renovation, getting that kicked off and the funding for it.
Yes. I don't know that. Oh, it's going to be an ice cream shop. Chris already just said it's going to be an ice cream shop. That is cool. Thank you, Chris. It was started. That conversation was getting started as I was leaving the council, but not that I voted for anything specifically. But yeah, it needs it, and it's such a cool building. It's such an old building, and it's time we invested in it.
So Tom Saunders, the former state representative, friend of the show, he's been on a number of times, and he's always spoken highly about how in the main courtroom there's which is the chambers for the commissioners and the council. There's a false ceiling, a drop ceiling that was installed during a previous renovation. And he was always hopeful that they could pick it up and restore the true ceiling height and the architecture that's there. And there's now a puncher's chance that Tom and a group of individuals is going to be able to find a way to get that put back into this new into the building.
That's really cool.
So they're trying to independently raise $37,000 to install the original molding back into place. So about 40 years, the ceiling's been covered up. They're doing about a $2.4 million renovation of the courthouse, $40,000, and they can go back to the original ceilings. So we'll see what happens, but I think it's kind of neat. It's Steve Dellinger is I think the commissioner lead, and there's a chance that's going to go back to the original.
That'd be really cool. It really is a neat building, but desperately in need of upgrades.
Do you remember going to court?
Oh, see.
You went to court in the new courtroom though, Will. Yeah, not the old courtroom that Betsy had a chair there. Yeah, a full chair. You have to share your microphone if it's going to talk. Phil. Yeah, Betsy was a county council person, and she had her like a name, very official. She even had a name placard that said "The Honorable Betsy Mills."
It didn't say honorable, but I wish it had. That'd be cool.
Before the show, I asked Will what he wanted for Christmas, and he said some books
Lego.
and Legos. Will, what kind of books do you like to read?
Bad guy books and Dogman books.
That sounds cool.
What are those about?
Well,
Did you say Dogman?
yeah.
My nephews like those books.
Oh,
I hear they're good.
well,
Have you started Harry Potter?
yeah. Not really. Yeah.
So Dogman is a graphic novel
Mm-hmm.
that started in the last decade. It started in 2016, and it's around a half man, half dog who works the police officer. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Have you read all of the books, Will?
No.
There are 15 of them.
It's a lot.
Did you read Dogman, Lord of the Fleas?
Yes.
Did you read Dogman, Fetch 22?
Yes.
And did you read Dogman, Grime and Punishment?
Yes.
These
What was
are
that- what was that
excellent
about?
titles.
Well, I don't really remember what they were about, but I know I've read them.
How about Dogman, the Scarlet Shredder?
I don't think so.
You haven't read that one? Yeah, that one just came out last year. Do you know anything about Dogman, A Tale of Two Kitties?
No.
These titles are so good.
Dogman, For Whom the Ball Rolls?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. You're killing me.
Dogman Unleashed?
I think so.
You think so? So can you tell me like the plot of one Dogman book to help to I might have to get invested here.
Oh, in the first ones?
Yeah.
PT.
PT. Paul Tracy?
What is PT?
Petey.
Oh,
It's PT a cat? The cat man?
yeah, the PT the cat.
PT is the world's most evilest cat, it says. Is that right?
Evilist.
Yeah.
Okay. Are there Dogman movies?
One?
There's one. Who is in the Dogman film?
Who?
Do we know? Oh, it's animated.
Yeah.
Cartoons.
Yes.
Do you still watch cartoons at your age?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I still watch
mean-
cartoons of mine.
How old are you, Will?
Right.
10?
I still watch cartoons. So you're
Mhm.
okay.
The cast of Dogman includes Pete Davidson,
Wow.
Ricky Gervais, Stephen Root. You guys know who Stephen Root is?
No.
You don't? Did you ever watch? Did your dad show you Office Space? Milton, the guy looking for Stephen Root.
Oh, that's his name.
That's Stephen Root. Yeah, he's in all kinds of stuff.
He is. He's such a that guy. And his characters are always really different.
And Sherry O'Terry was the mayor of OK City.
Sherry O'Terry.
She was on Saturday Night Live. She was good. All right. Well, good. We'll have to check out Dogman. We'll maybe that's what we Chase and I were going to go watch Anaconda this weekend, but maybe
Why not both, Jared?
maybe we can go get ourselves
Double
some,
feature.
some Dogman in. They came out this January.
Now, what's the draw to Anaconda? Like, okay, it's Jack Black and who?
There's no
Paul
Jennifer
Rudd.
Lopez, so it's
Paul Rudd,
lame.
Mm.
Jack Black, and then Ice Cube.
All I needed to hear was Paul Rudd and Jack Black, and
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't been to the movies in forever.
Jack Black, though. How far, Jared? How far back do you go with Jack Black? Like,
how far back do I go with Jack Black? I just watched, I think his first movie he was ever in,
okay,
and it was
I can't remember anything prior to School of Rock.
School of Rocks.
is-
Definitely. the
he
first
started in a band, Tenacious D.
Yes, I
Yeah.
remember
So-
that.
Yes.
so like a movie that I
had a
watched.
Tenacious D bumper sticker on my car in high school. I loved them.
A movie that I
Still do.
watched at the time was Saving Silverman,
Yes. Okay.
right? And he was in that, which is a spectacular movie.
Yeah.
There's a bad knockoff of it that we're going to go watch on Christmas Day.
Okay.
It's the Neil Diamond songs sung slowly, questionably, smooth,
Song Sung
songs
Blue.
bluely.
Oh, the Hugh
Songs
Jackman
sung blue.
movie.
Yes, that's
That he was
happening.
at Ball State promoting for whatever reason.
Yes.
Yeah, he's been
His
all over it.
girlfriend.
Bob
Central,
Roberts, 1992 is the first Jack Black movie I've seen that I did see.
Anyway, he was he was in Tenacious D, and that's with his partner Kyle Gass. Like, anyway, I love old Tenacious D is ridiculous, but there's some real banger songs.
Yeah, I like Tenacious D. School of Rock is the first one I think of though, and I love him in Tropic Thunder.
I think that is the canon. Tropic Thunder and School of Rock are both like the top ones. Saving Silverman. though,
Super
is
Mario, he plays
He's
Bowser.
a pretty great Bowser. in
He's
Super
an
Mario
excellent
Brothers.
Bowser.
We
Peaches,
just-
peaches.
Yeah. My son hates that song. So I
We
play it
just
all the
watched
time.
a new Christmas movie with him in it, and he played Satan.
Actually, he wasn't.
He looked like Satan.
Uh,
Yeah, Bad Christmas, I think is what it was called. It was really good.
in Anaconda, Steve Zahn is also in this film, which
Yeah.
he was in Saving Silverman. With
Yeah, definitely one of those. Another one of those. Oh yeah, I know that guy.
He's in everything.
It
that
was-
thing you do. Yeah, Steve Zahn is phenomenal. I think he's Dodgeball.
He
Yeah.
was.
Movies for 1,000, Alex, or whoever the host is now.
Ken Jennings.
Ken, yes, Movies for 1,000. Ken. Memorial Park's got a new superintendent, Chase Peyton.
Sure, I'm eating.
Yeah, tell us about it right now.
The oyster crackers are delicious.
Cade Harmon is the guy's name.
Yeah, I know that guy.
You've grown up with him.
Mm-hmm.
Shot at each other with BB guns, I'm sure. Perhaps.
No.
Nope. All right. The interesting thing, the exciting thing, is that the superintendent is now moving back into the park. So, unique arrangement. They don't want to have the superintendent's residence be a part of the contract where they require the superintendent to live there. So the park board has come up to its arrangement where they have the right to rent the superintendent's residence. So Mr. Harmon will be paying $500 a month to rent the superintendent's home, and then the revenue from that will go back in so that they can do improvements.
So
It seems reasonable.
my cousin,
Mr. Harmon.
his dad got divorced when they were pretty young. And his dad lived with my family for a period of like a year or two when he was 8 years old. And him and his older brother Jacob would always fight to sleep in my room on my bed.
How old
Well,
were you?
I was 12. 11, 12 during this time. Both of them pissed the bed at the time.
This is exactly where I was hoping this was going to go.
But I can say Cade Harmon would piss the bed less than Jacob Harmon, his older brother.
This is a ringing endorsement for our future. Our
Another
Park
thing,
County should have asked for a security deposit.
possibly.
Or
Yeah,
mandate-
he's
or at
grown
least-
out of it.
Or like mandated mattress protector.
He's grown out of it.
I would hope so.
Another thing I can say,
is he going to be okay with the humiliation you just?
I have no
don't-
idea. Another thing I can say is, Jared, does he have to go to meetings for this?
Yeah, I think he's been going to meetings.
Do they get pretty serious sometimes?
Yeah, I think they definitely do.
Traditionally, I would say the last like 6 or 7 years, they've been off the rails at times.
Would he be the one getting yelled at for the doughboy?
Yes.
Okay. Well, what
He's
I can
definitely
tell
Doughboy
you
Jason.
is when he was around that age, 8, 9, there was one time I had a serious concussion, and he used to fly off the handle, and I don't know what I did to piss him off, but I was trying to recover from my concussion, and he got so angry he took my King Kong doll and tried to slap me in the head with it. He would also continually beat up his older brother. He was
So he's
pretty scrappy.
scrappy.
He's very scrappy.
So do you think he should have the job?
Yeah,
I'm just saying,
does
if you're
this translate to being a good park board?
if you're in these meetings, I would not give him lip.
Or a King Kong.
Or
doll.
fucking
Or a King Kong
Don't
doll.
mess with his toy.
The reason why I am telling you all this is because during that same time, we would constantly play video games via Xbox 360. And myself and his brother, we played this WWE game because we all they loved WWE. And back then, you could 100% games. I don't know what it is now, but we're at 99%, Chair. We have been working on this game for months, if not a full year.
You just had to complete some objective.
We were this close. And he got off my bed and accidentally knocked over my 360. And back then, that would destroy the game inside the consoles. So he destroyed my WWE game at 99%. And I have never let him live it down.
So we've got
It kind of
some
sounds like you hate him.
Dude, we just whiplash from a holidays into a Festivus episode and an airing of grievances so fast. I didn't even know what happened.
How many times are you going to hang out with your cousin at this Christmas season?
I'll see him
Tomorrow?
Thursday.
You might prepare him.
No, on a real note, he is the nicest person I have ever. He is way nicer than me. So I think he'll.
Tell him not to embezzle. You know,
I don't think you have to worry. Maybe his brother, but not him.
The last,
I'm just kidding.
The last
The
one
last
had some
superintendent.
troubles.
I was so disappointed with that. I liked her a lot. I
Flirting
can't
with
believe.
nepotism.
I know he's worked in parks before. He was a park ranger or something at Mount Summit.
Mm.
I think he's a good guy for the job. I think he'll do great. He's way nicer than I am. So
I hope he has a spectacular career as our superintendent. We all want him to have a good, non-drama filled tenure.
Absolutely.
Maybe he brings some stability too,
Yeah.
and maybe it'll help calm the board down. Because I think I've said on here, I think the board at times has been the most dysfunctional public body in the county.
I
That's rough.
was
Yeah,
their
well, yeah.
council. I was our council rep for the park board for 2 or 3 years, and I think I went to Did I go to Susan? I went to Susan and I was just like, I can't do this anymore. I will trade you any assignment. I do not want to go to these meetings anymore. And she was gracious enough to accept. It was just drama for no reason. So, I mean, in your time, I know there were moments of drama, but it feels like it got more dramatic after
I left. I think it all fell apart, Betsy.
Yeah, you were the glue holding the jewel of Henry County, Memorial Park. You held it together, but oh my gosh,
I saw the snowball coming down the hill, and I said,
I gotta get out of here.
I've got a podcast to host.
You're right. Oh my gosh! But it really is a great place. I wish your cousin well, because it really is one of the best assets of Henry County.
It's a very special place. And I think everybody in the room.
Absolutely. Something I know about him is definitely his dream job. So he'll put everything he has in it. So hopefully it goes well.
I would think a lot of it would be fun. Like,
he's young enough that he can have a historic half-century career in leadership there.
Yeah,
if he wants to, he can go for generations. You want to talk about the real stuff? The really important issues.
The stuff that matters.
This is the things that you've studied up for.
The stuff I really care about, not my cousin.
Sports. College football playoff is underway.
Yes.
We did a NASCAR episode. We did a political episode, and we haven't really gotten in and had a chance to break down the college football playoff and where things are. But since my Colts suck, the Indiana Hoosiers are the number one team in the country. Probably important that we talk about the things that are uplifting for most of the Indiana.
I'm not going to do that, Jerry. I think Ohio State's going to win again this year.
So there were 12 teams that made the playoff. There were 4 games that happened already.
Yes.
Oregon, which lost to IU. They were the 5 seed. They beat James Madison 51-34. So they get to move on.
Yep.
And they're going to play Texas Tech in the Orange Bowl on New Year's Day.
Did you see the James Madison punter kick his own teammate in the rear end?
I did not.
So he's punting, and I'm not going to. I only saw it once, but
could you demonstrate a punt for us, Betsy? If you could just jump up and give us a good punt. This is worth the live stream.
Working young it was very, very funny.
It wasn't as bad as a butt fumble, but it was. When you lose 34-51, you probably get to punt it.
What were they even doing there?
I don't know. James Madison, I don't know how they got in and Notre Dame didn't. Okay. And then we had the Alabama-Oklahoma game, which was a surprise comeback because Oklahoma, I think, had a 17-0
Jared,
lead.
we left the Elks, and it was 17-0, and I was like, I'm not even going to turn that game on.
So that was the one game I paid attention to. Alabama got by, and they're going to play IU in the Rose Bowl on New Year's Day.
That'll be a good one.
In the filet mignon of bowl games, at least if you're from this part of the world. Ole Miss and Tulane played each other. This was not close at all. Ole Miss is being coached by not Lane Kiffin. 41-10 win over Tulane. Everybody goes, why the hell was Tulane in here?
Yes, but Lane Kiffin, if we're going to air grievances, that guy is the worst.
Kind of a dirtbag.
He's terrible. He's done this to how many teams where he's like, bye. I mean,
no, in his defense, he did get fired at USC.
I don't have a problem with the coach leaving, but do it at the end of the season. Don't do it when your team's going to the playoffs.
Yeah.
So Georgia,
he's just a scumbag anyway.
Georgia will be playing Ole Miss.
I think you have to play your contract out too, if that's what your recruits are expecting. That's what bothers me.
Very good point.
Like those kids sign up to be under the leadership of that person, and the parents
absolutely
have put that trust.
I don't mind that.
A 13-week contract, and I paid $1 million a year too.
Yeah, I don't mind that as much now because the transfer portal, those kids are leaving all the time.
Yeah. Well, I think they should be held to a higher standard as well.
I agree.
So the All-State Sugar Bowl will be January 1st, 8 p.m. Ole Miss and Georgia. That is a damn good game. But I don't know about Ole Miss's coaching at this point. Final matchup was Miami and Texas A&M. Miami had a last-second touchdown, won 10-3, and they're going to play Ohio State on New Year's Eve in the Cotton Bowl. So that's a 7:30 kickoff on New Year's Eve. I'm going to have to choke on some dry.
All right, Jerry, you want me to tell you how this is going to go? Ohio State's going to blow out Miami. Easy.
Okay.
Georgia's going to blow out Ole Miss. I think, and I hope, and I pray Indiana beats Alabama because I hate Alabama.
Okay.
I think they will.
I think they will.
Yeah.
I love Kurt Signetti. I think he's the best coach in the nation. All he does is win. Google him.
Do you know that? Okay, I don't know where I read this, but there's apparently like the biggest bobblehead manufacturer in, I don't know, the country, the world, whatever. The two highest selling bobbleheads they sold this year, Pope Leo, that makes sense, and Kurt Signetti and Signetti.
All these Midwestern bobbleheads.
Yeah,
Sold.
yeah, and Signetti actually beat the Pope, which I think is absolutely hilarious. So.
Plus, I think Buca de Beppo had to buy a bunch of Pope bobbleheads for their tables. Every time you get a new Pope, they got to replace the Pope and bobbleheads.
Is Signetti's face after he won the Big Ten championship? He's just walking across the field, and there's like not an ounce of delight or happiness in his face. He's just like, "This is what I do." Like the swagger of that guy is insane.
Yeah.
Like because he's backing it up. And I would love for him if they managed to win. He beats Ohio State twice in a year, and he beats Alabama. That's America's team at that point.
You got to build a statue
because he's just taken out the two most annoying fan bases in the world. Like period. Like more than pros, anybody. Ohio State fans are horrible, and Alabama fans are like terrible too.
So Chase, you've got Georgia and Ohio State advancing into the Fiesta Bowl, and then you have Indiana versus
Alabama.
Yeah, you got IU advancing.
Yeah, I think Alabama, Indiana is going to be a very close game. I think Indiana will pull it out. The Oregon Texas Tech game, I think, is going to be close. I don't know a ton about those two teams.
Oregon's really good. I think Oregon will do it.
I'll always go with the Big Ten. Give me Oregon.
So the Peach Bowl would be IU versus Oregon in a rematch on a neutral field.
Give me Indiana.
And your Final Four, you would have 3 Big Ten teams.
Correct.
Plus 1 SEC.
The SEC is dead.
And your SEC team would be Georgia.
Correct.
So this is going to pick up a lot of steam. New Year's weekend is these 4 bowl games. The semifinal is the Peach Bowl, Fiesta Bowl. That's January 9th era, so the following weekend. And then your national championship, which is not a traditional bowl game, it'll be in Miami on January the 19th on ESPN. And you think that's going to be IU versus
Oregon?
IU and Oregon. No. You got to say theoretically you've got IU beating Oregon,
and then Ohio State.
Okay,
and then you think Ohio State.
I think it'll be
Georgia.
Ohio State. That game could go either way. I think Ohio State's the best team in the nation, though.
So you're going to go Ohio State
All
versus
around.
IU in the national championship game as a rematch.
Yeah, and I think Ohio State pulls it out. Sadly,
it's down in Miami.
Never know.
Do you think people are going to get tired of the same teams playing each other all the time? You just had IU and Ohio State just played each other in the Big Ten championship game, and it meant nothing essentially.
I mean, people still watch college football, and for as long as I can remember, it's always been Alabama or Ohio State and Georgia.
Or LSU.
1 year of LSU, which was pretty cool, and 2 years of Clemson. People still watch it.
We talked about Signetti and the statue he could get. And I think you're correct, Chase.
It'd have to be the pose.
The fact that Ole Miss,
that would be so cool.
That Lane Kiffin was Ole Miss, and he could have had that statue and been the guy Ole Miss for a generation.
Yeah.
And instead, he's going to LSU, a place that the last guy that didn't win a national championship got fired after 3 years.
Yep.
And the 2 guys before won a national title. You're either going to win a national championship and be just another guy that did it there, versus you could be the legend.
Well, Brian,
that's what I don't understand. Ole Miss is a great program. It's SEC. Like I realize it's not quite the caliber of LSU, but if you're the guy, you build that.
Exactly.
I mean, just like Kurt Signetti, Penn State thought they were going to hire him away, and no, he wants to do his own thing. Yeah, which much respect for that. I'm so glad. Even as a Penn State employee, I was like, please don't take this man from us.
Does he have history with LSU?
No. He was at Notre Dame and killed a kid. We're talking about.
You're talking about
the
Brian
previous
Kelly,
LSU,
which was a terrible hire.
He's a jerk too.
I could not stand it. I wanted Notre Dame to fire Brian Kelly for the longest time.
Brian Kelly's such an ass.
He's short too. Just putting that out there. I saw him one time.
Do you know the Colts are still alive? They have actually
Barely.
a very real chance. They need two things to happen.
Texans lose.
The Texans are
and
going
they
to play
have
the
to win.
Chargers, and the Chargers are a damn good football team. So that has to happen, and the Colts need to win their games.
Yeah.
Those basically need
Who
two
do they
things to
play,
happen.
Jer? Who do the Colts play?
The Colts play Jacksonville in Indianapolis,
Mm-hmm.
Which is tough because they're
and they
very
play the Texans.
And what is it in that order?
Yes. So next Saturday, the Chargers. If the Chargers beat the Texans on Saturday, the Colts then just have to win their two games and they're in.
They have a better chance of beating Jacksonville than they do the Texans.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, because of the playoff seeding. Because Jacksonville's going to win the division. And if the Colts beat the Texans would be out of the playoffs. And I don't think the Colts have the guts to win.
It just
started
blows my
out-
mind. We've lost 6 out of the last 7 games or whatever it is. And they're sitting there and it's still everything is there to win. You need one
Yeah.
thing to go your way. Now, that said, if you win and you get the playoffs, you're going into New England as the 7 seed. And it's like, God dang it, what's the point of this?
Well, and it's a perfect example of like, the big season last minute trade for Sauce Gardner. And it's like, at that point, doing the math of you're giving up 2 first rounders, but this team is 8 and, or,
8-1, 8-2, whatever.
whatever they were.
An outside
Okay. So that's going
opinion,
to be, following that trajectory, it's going to be a very low first round pick next year. So that works out. And then you assume the team's going to be decent the next year. So the trade makes sense. Now the math is a lot more painful because it's
as an outside opinion, though, that was a terrible trade.
I disagree.
You know why it was a terrible trade? You have Daniel Jones at
I know why
quarterback.
you think it is.
Okay, let me tell you why I think it is. You have Daniel Jones at quarterback. Was he having a great season? Yes, but it's still Daniel Jones. Okay, at best, maybe 15 QB top.
I don't
15.
think you have to be better than that.
No, but his last couple games, he was already starting to spiral. By trading those 2 first round picks, you're putting all your cards in one basket, and that basket is Daniel Jones.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like that bet.
But you're trading those 2 first round picks for a cornerback
Okay.
Who hasn't been able to stay on the field? And that
who
was-
hasn't been able to stay on the
So
field.
that is a concern.
But even if he was the best cornerback in the league, it's still a cornerback when you have questions at quarterback.
yeah, that doesn't bother me.
but there weren't really questions then. Things were really rolling, and then it's like they hit the schedule
Yes.
right after that.
But 2 first round picks is a lot for any player.
Yeah, but
they weren't.
And
you all
the only time you justify 2 first round picks is when you know you have the quarterback situation taken care of, and it's either for another quarterback or for a great pass rusher. If it was for old boy from the Raiders, Max Crosby,
yeah.
Mm.
no one would give you shit at all.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
agree with that though on them making that move because I think first round picks are as much of a gamble as anything else. You can go out and spend the money and get whatever you need to in free agency, or you can move other players.
I agree. I've seen the Bears miss on their first round picks my entire life
Right.
Okay.
So why do you value them so much?
because the situation you're in. Your GM should have been fired 2 or 3 years ago. He does not do a good job. He drafted Anthony Richardson because he was pushed to draft a rookie quarterback.
Right.
He missed. That happens. Okay. Assuming the season goes south, which it did, no one knew. I give them the benefit of the doubt
Yeah.
there. He should have been fired at the end of this season. So if they do fire him, it's a lot harder to have someone come in and want to be your GM who's worth it when he has no picks to work with.
I think all of your perspective is hindsight.
No, I thought it was a bad trade when it happened. And it's just the value you're giving up for a player not in a prime position.
I
So-
think cornerback is a prime position, especially when you have a really good safety and another good opposing cornerback. then it makes it almost impossible to throw the ball against you. And it makes your Latu and your Buckner look that much better. And that's what you were banking on.
I think the Colts defense fell apart at exactly that moment where you lost to Forrest Buckner.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
at that point, that's when the wheels started to fall off.
Yeah.
And then
Daniel Jones is playing on a broken leg. Like it's a perfect storm of things happening.
It was horrible luck. I mean,
you're on your
honestly,
fifth
horrible luck.
quarterback, essentially.
which is fine.
It's terrible. It's not fine.
I wish
I'm
we
just
could have seen
saying-
Anthony Richardson play.
I
Except he
wanna
had to
see him.
I want to see. Yeah, I want to see what he's done.
You can fill
to
those
improve.
holes without giving up 2 first rounders. Like the Bears picked up a random dude and he leads the league in turnovers right now at
Yeah.
quarterback.
No,
It's your job as GM to make those decisions and not waste your entire future.
I fully agree, Chase, that Ballard. I think Ballard made a calculation that if he's sitting in that chair, he's going to do this because it's either going to be successful and he's going to get to stay, or he's going to get fired and he don't.
And it makes him a lot hard. I don't know, and I like Carly Ursay. I think it's a great story. She should have never let him do that trade.
She might have been the one to
I think
push it.
she did push it.
Yeah,
If the
I think
reports
she's
are
the one
correct.
yeah,
I think it was a bad decision regardless because
Time will tell. I think that they're going to have it, assuming they do miss the playoffs, which honestly, I'm sitting here today going, it's sitting in front of you still. Like if you figure it out and you can win the 2 games that you should win at the end of the season, you actually can still get in the playoffs. And if you do that, then I think people's heads don't have to roll. If you miss the playoffs, and assuming that you're right, Chase, and they do, I think then the Colts really do need to have a serious conversation about whether or not Fitz Ballard's the right guy for the job. I still think they really like Shane Steichen, but it's a lot of times if you fire your GM,
right.
you want to bring in a new head coach.
Right.
I don't have an issue with Shane Steichen. I think he's a great coach. Is
I
he a
think
Ben
he's-
Johnson? No. But is he good? I think he's really good.
I'm not
think
gonna-
he's a really good offensive coordinator.
We're not going to piss on his.
He could be.
his happy year. This is Chase's year era. Chase's time.
Who knew
No,
when we were
Shane's great.
drafting months ago that you would have you would be in the fandom of one of the best teams in the league,
Not me.
the future Indiana Bears.
The Gary Bears.
I'm excited to see how the Bears do.
So real quick on this, before we move on to the Bears topic, the Texans go to Los Angeles and play at the Chargers on Saturday at 4:30, and then after that you don't care. We don't have to care about them. The Colts play the Jags on Sunday in Indy. I'll be in attendance, and then the Colts go to the Texans. That's it. Those basically 3 games have to go your way, and then you can still get in.
And
You got to win out.
7 games ago, 6 games ago, they had a 98% chance of the playoffs.
That's
100%.
crazy. It's just
100%.
I honestly,
terrible luck.
hear me out. I think getting injured might have been the best thing for Daniel Jones' career because I think he was about to fall apart.
I don't know why. I think that his time in New York, it's the worst market to play in, and he wasn't ready for that stage. But I've not seen him do anything that would tell me not to invest in him.
hmm
I think he's done, and you don't need a top 5 quarterback. You need him not to F up, which he didn't, and he controlled the offense really well.
You don't need a top 5 quarterback to
because the
win
Bears have never had one.
to win a Super Bowl.
Right.
You need a top 5 quarterback to win multiple Super Bowls.
Well, even when we had that, we didn't do it. So,
We made 2 in 3 years.
You guys got screwed over by luck. I mean that.
That was one of the most painful days of my life.
I
Let me tell you.
can't imagine.
Let me tell you where I was. I was at Connor Prairie. It was Symphony on the Prairie. And I'm there with my best friends, and we're at a Ball State part of it. And literally phones everywhere start lighting up. Like it was like this scene from a
Yeah.
movie. And I swear to God, Dave Calabro is there all of a sudden. And he's jogging, he's running out of Connor Prairie because the news broke. And he's obviously got to get back to the studio. It was surreal. I mean, people were losing it.
Betsy, I was at the preseason game where it broke.
Okay, so you
In the
saw the
stands.
I was
booing,
in
yeah.
the stands. I remember looking at my phone, being like, "This can't be real." Going on Twitter
Yeah.
and realizing, "Oh shit, this is actually happening," and then just looking around at everyone's reactions
Yeah.
around you, and it was terrible. But it was terrible, and it was a moment I will never forget.
That actually is more surreal than mine, but Yeah.
I was thinking about Phillip Rivers' career in general, and I knew he had a great career, and he always played really well against the Colts. It would have sucked so bad to be in the AFC going against
Tom Brady and
Tom Brady and Peyton
Uh-huh.
Manning, because that's why he hasn't won more. Is he didn't really have an opportunity to?
Yeah.
I usually root against the Colts. This is the first year where I've rooted for them multiple times, and I hope you guys make the playoffs. This is the year to do it because of all the really, really good teams. It's anyone's game.
The Kansas City Chiefs are also realizing that when you try to go 3 or 4 quarterbacks deep, it ain't good.
Yes.
The Baltimore Ravens have got an injured quarterback. The NFL needs a better depth system. For multiple billion-dollar organizations, they need to have a way so that they have talent that's developed at quarterback, the most important position, where the best answer is not calling a dude that hasn't played football in 5 years and saying, hey, this guy, he's got the brain for it, and this is the best product we can put together.
It seems like the Colts have, and I only have 2 examples, but like, who did they fired Frank Reich, and then all of a sudden we had
Jeff Saturday.
Jeff Saturday, who's never coached in his life. That was hilarious to me, and like they did okay.
They won a game, and then they were a laughingstock.
Yeah, I mean, it was what it was, but I don't know.
You get in the dance, anything's possible.
I think the entire NFL messed around and let the Patriots get good again.
I think everyone's a little scared of that. I mean, you get the 1 year without the Chiefs, and who might be in the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the Patriots again. That would suck.
Yeah.
So the Bears are are you the 2 seed right now behind the NFC West?
The Bears are the 2 seed. We have a chance at the 1 seed if we win out. If we win this week, we win the division, which would be titties.
What cup?
A D-sized titties. Yeah, we
Tell-
weren't supposed to be there this year.
Tell me about how your experience was watching the Packers and Bears game this week.
Okay. So
Ooh, drama.
I'm watching the Bears-Packers game, and so we were first. We played them 2 weeks ago, and we were first in the division for that game. And going into it, there was just a shadow over it, right? You knew the Packers were coming. What happens during Bears-Packers games? Well, it's never good for the Bears. And then we lose in the first game. And then we blow out the Browns. And rolling into this week, I just had this weird feeling. I was like, we're going to kick their ass.
This game was in Chicago.
Yeah.
One of the remaining
It
games.
was in Chicago. And I just had this weird feeling we were going to kick their ass. And for the first, I don't know, 57 minutes of the game, it went exactly how every Bears-Packers game goes. And I thought about ending it all. It was just terrible. I mean, it was every game. It was low scoring. Packers were beating us down. And then all of a sudden, something just clicked. And we were the different Bears. We're the Ben Johnson Bears. It used to be the Ben Johnson Lions, Super Bowl favorites.
Just found a way to get a win.
Now it's the Ben Johnson Bears. We got Iceman at quarterback.
They got into overtime.
Iceman with the prettiest nails.
Hey, listen, it's not my thing personally. If he ever beats the Packers twice in 1 year, which could happen this
You
year,
have your nails did.
I will do my
I
nails.
admire it. I didn't mean that as a dig. I think he's a character, and I think that's interesting that he likes to have his nails painted. And I mean, that's cool.
He is the best.
I think
Bears
his art was more interesting and like confusing. Do you remember didn't he?
He does weird things.
He got
Every
He's
time.
a personality, but he's also playing good ball. So
I think he's good. I mean, he's already the best Bears quarterback I've ever seen, which is not hard. He's a gamer though.
you're saying that about Sexy Rexy?
You had Smoking Jay Cutler, man. I
love
Jay
Smoking
Cutler's
Jay
awesome.
Cutler has a special place in my heart.
had
Jay.
Jimmy Harbaugh. Yeah, it's
I also sold myself on Brock Osweiler and Mike Glennon. We paid Mike Glennon $17 million 1 year to start 3 games, and I sold myself for those 3 games. That he had a good run in Tampa Bay for those.
That's
No, it's exciting. We're in the playoffs. Will we win a playoff game? I don't know, but we weren't supposed to be this good this year. So I'm enjoying it.
It's nice to see fan bases who haven't had a lot to cheer for. Like I'm thinking Lions and Bears specifically, and Colts before the wheels fell off in such an atrocious way. But I mean, like
And the Panthers fans right now, the Panthers fans have been kicked in the teeth. Year after year
I mean,
after year.
the Jags. Like I don't like the Jags, obviously, but it's nice to see teams that traditionally have not done well the last couple of decades having success. I mean, it hasn't been fun to be a Bears fan.
No, it hasn't. Being a Bears fan sucks 99% of the time, and you get one good year. You have one good season out of every 10.
You sacrificed an owner, the Colts sacrificed an owner, and it's working out for Chicago.
Yeah. But to go back, I was about to end it all. And then we're lining up for the field goal to only be down a touchdown. And I'm thinking, well, there's no way this goes in. I've been talking crap about our kicker all year. And he had the best game I've ever seen a Bears kicker have.
It's a tough city to be in.
It went in.
Because it's very windy.
We got it. But then we got to get the onside kick. And I'm like, well, this game's over. So I'm still kind of down. But then as soon as we got that onside kick, I was like, we're going to win this game. Caleb Williams has had 6 comeback wins this year.
Wow.
Should have been 7. He's got ice in his veins, baby. He's the Iceman.
Kim Kardashian.
When he threw the bomb for the game-winning touchdown, I don't know how I didn't wake my wife up. I was so excited. I don't know.
What was she doing sleeping?
How she is. She says she's a fan. She takes a lot of naps on Sunday.
Speaking of kickers, Jared, you were at the Colts game last night.
I was.
What was your reaction to the San Francisco field goal that hits the middle of
It was a very loud bang.
Could you hear it?
Oh yeah.
It was like,
yeah.
I mean, it
and it
sounded
bounced
loud
back
on
to
TV.
about the 10. It drilled the thing. I was watching
That
that
was
and I
loud.
said, man, I hope we don't give up any points here because we just did
Yeah,
in Seattle. And immediately in like 10 seconds, they went down and had a field goal opportunity. You're like, this is it was that kind of a day, Betsy.
I know.
I'm surprised they didn't hit the 67-yarder.
Right. I get it. I'm sad too. I was really grooving on the Colts. I'm embarrassed by how much my emotional attitude is impacted by the success of my sports team.
So
I agree.
That's
so
embarrassing,
much.
but
I
like
feel
the
that
Colts
so
lose,
much.
I like it's not a good day.
We as Hoosiers are being tempted with the state of Indiana having 2 NFL teams.
Come to the dark side, Jared.
Indiana Bears, baby.
The Gary Bears.
New York State has 1 football team that plays in it. Missouri had 2. Missouri is about to have 0. The Chiefs are moving to Kansas. They're moving across the line.
Bear down, Chicago Bears.
So there's this big controversy with the reservations of Soldier Field when a spaceship landed at Soldier Field in the late 90s, early 2000s. And the Bears spent like $200 million to pay their portion of the renovations.
Yeah.
The state of Illinois had $500 million in bonds that they are responsible for. And they've paid the interest on them and they've done nothing with the principal.
It's because Illinois sucks.
So now the Bears are 30 years later and they would like stadium upgrades or a new stadium and they want to move out to Arlington Heights at some property they paid $200 million for.
Correct. It used to be a horse track.
And in the state of Illinois says, oh, no, you owe us $500 million. You're not getting anything for this new stadium until you take care of this old debt that we signed up for. The Bears say, we paid our deal back 30 years ago and we're off the hook. And Illinois says, no. You're not getting another dime until you pay the $500 million that we already are on the hook for downtown Chicago.
I mean, the Bears are right? They did their fair share.
Yeah.
And now there's just some gamesmanship, but I really, really hope they
now
move to Indiana.
There's a larger conversation to be had as
Also,
whether or not cities should be paying for football teams.
Yes.
But that is the deal that they cut. And now Illinois is trying to say, no, we're not doing that.
Also, the city takes terrible care at the field. They love to have concerts out there the weekend before the games. They tear up the field and they don't take care of it. They don't do their part at all at the current stadium. So the Bears bought that property in Arlington Heights
and
they
they
were
control their own destiny.
Yes,
but it's far. It's like a northwest suburb of Chicago.
Yeah, I'm not sure the distance. I know it is. It's outside city limits, basically.
So if you can't find something in the state of Illinois, Illinois is on the Indiana border. Chicago's right
Yes.
there. So the metro area includes the Rust Belt, Northwest Indiana, the region. The Gary Bears have been like a joke for the 30 years, that there were always talk about, the Bears become to Indiana. Everybody's like, they're not coming to Indiana.
I think it's serious. I don't think it's just a leverage play.
So
plus Indiana will play ball. Like you
100%.
guarantee. I mean, the entire state government will say what will it take, and also we're a lot more fiscally responsible than
yes.
idiots in Illinois.
And from what I've
Let's get it
heard,
done.
the Bears are willing to pay for their own stadium. And they're just asking for some tax certainties and infrastructure. Yes.
So here's the thing. There were some folks with their ear to the ground this last spring. Earl Harris, state representative from East Chicago, Indiana, authored a bill 1292 that would establish the Northwest Indiana Professional Development Commission and a fund and the opportunity for such a holding group. That passed and is a law. So the framework is already there. It's House Enrolled Act, whatever. The governor signed it, and there is already a commission in place, ready to go, with appointments from people, the mayor of East Chicago, Gary, Hammond, Michigan City, LaPorte, Portage, South Bend, and a bunch of other local appointments from Lake County, Porter County, LaPorte County, and St. Joseph County, where there's a commission that's in place, ready to plan, receive, and set up a pro sports franchise up there. This is possible. And maybe it wouldn't be Gary. Maybe it would be Porter County, right? Something
Where
on the
is
South Shore.
Where is Wolf Lake?
Where is Wolf Lake, Indiana?
Wolf Lake.
Is this
It's
a
just
rumor
lake.
you've heard?
I know they were looking at it earlier this week. An area directly under maybe a Wolf Lake, something like that.
Wolf Lake, Indiana is up.
It's like
No. Okay. What's coming up here is not it.
Okay.
That's in Noble County.
I mean, you've got Hammond. Hammond's not so bad. You've got Portage. You've got Maryville, Cherville, Crown Point. Those are all not Gary, but Gary adjacent.
Yeah. I think if they do something that is in line with the South Shore line, which just got double tracked back when Governor Holcomb was in place, they put a second set of tracks down so that they could have an east and a west train running consistently.
Wolf
Hammond,
Lake.
Indiana.
Yeah, right around this area.
Yeah, it's like you could throw, like, there's a Wolf Lake Overlook that is in Illinois, and Wolf Lake proper is in Indiana. Like I-90 and the state line runs right through the middle of the property.
I know they were looking at an area right under it, and that's probably they'll build somewhere right around there. I still think they'll stay in Illinois. I think they'll get super close to signing a deal in Indiana. Then Illinois. I mean, they're the pride and joy of Illinois, Jer.
Are they?
That's the song. Bear down, Chicago Bears.
I'm sorry.
Pride and joy of Illinois, Chicago Bears. Bear down.
Listen,
it's a whole thing.
It's a very sweet song.
They can still sing the song.
I bet his cousin taught him the song.
You're the pride and joy of Gary, Indiana.
Hey,
Chicago.
Can you sing "God Save the Queen" for me, Betsy, real quick? My country, 'tis of thee. We stole that from the Brits, but they changed the lyrics to that when there was a death.
I just don't think it would work.
God Save the King.
It's funny that you say that, because it's actually a huge joke in my family. My family are very, 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 very big fans of the British
big
royal
fan
family.
Of the royals. You like?
My name is literally Elizabeth Ann. That's my government name. So everything royal we've grown up on. My mom, it's her personal mission to hate Meghan Markle. It's excellent, and mom's right about everything. But
you got
one
your
day,
Lady Di bobblehead. You got bobbleheads for all the royals.
No, but we actually have a cardboard stand-up of the Queen that definitely comes out at Christmas. But a couple of years ago, I was like, my sister Mandy, I was like, do you know the song "God Save the Queen"? And the Queen was still alive then. She was like, yeah. And I was like, singing the tune, and she was like, "God save the Queen, God save the Queen," and I was like, you're making it sound like a pop song that in no way resembles the tune of "My Country 'Tis of Thee" or "God Save the Queen." Like, anyway, that's a huge family joke.
Um,
It'd
so-
be cool.
So
I
we're
mean,
gonna see the Bears move to Indiana, theoretically,
maybe
in a dome.
That'd be pretty cool.
a dome. I'm actually for a dome.
You're cool with that?
I'm cool with that. I'm so tired. All I hear every year is, "Oh, it's bear weather, baby," and it is very cool to see that those 1 to 2 games a year outside. It's cool, but you know how many times I've seen bear weather help the Bears? I've seen bear weather. I've seen the Bears lose in bear weather
It seems an awful
more than
lot
I've seen them win.
Seems an awful lot like Packer weather to me.
Yeah,
So you've got the Bears moving into a dome in Indiana. The Kansas City Chiefs have announced this week they're going to move from Arrowhead in Missouri, and they're going to build a new dome stadium in Kansas. And the Cleveland Browns are building a new stadium, a dome stadium, not on Lake Michigan or Lake Erie rather, but somewhere in the suburbs. The only new stadium that's going to be outside in the weather and in the elements is Buffalo. The new Bill Stadium is one of the outdoor.
if you can do an outdoor stadium right, where the fans stay warm and it doesn't get super snowy in the stands, that's great. I've been to Soldier Field on Christmas Eve when it's snowing and it's freezing. It's fun.
It's like you're outside.
It's fun for all of 10
It's-
minutes.
Yeah.
It's like you're outside, but you're stuck in the stadium.
Yeah.
And the only place they have a heater is at the bathroom where everyone's going to.
Well, and you're standing there, your feet are cold, right? Like if it snowed,
Yes.
you're standing there on the cold concrete,
Yep.
and your feet. I went to a game. Notre Dame and Syracuse played, and I went up to a damn game in South Bend,
Fans
and you're just standing in a snow pile. For 4
Fans
hours.
like to bring cardboard to sit on, but the people at Soldier Field did not let them bring cardboard this year.
Well, in that stadium, you have so much wind
Yeah.
that you can't heat it because there's ocean air.
I'm all for the dome. It's fun. I mean, outdoor stadiums are great in the fall.
Right.
Would you
but-
go to more games if the Bears played in Indiana and it was like they're not going to the city?
I will go.
Northwest
I
Indiana?
will go to the same amount of games because it's the same distance. There's nothing more.
It's an hour and a half closer if it's in Hammond.
It's an hour
still
closer.
it's still like 3.5 hours. There's nothing more. There's not much more that I love than going into the city for a good weekend.
Yeah.
And then ending it with the Bears game. I love the city.
So
I love the atmosphere.
would it change?
I love Soldier Field.
If you're going up for a Bears game, would you still go stay in the city, or would it be like, would it change? Will it change your experience if you're not going to downtown Chicago and you're going to go hang out in Northwest Indiana? Would you just drive up for the game and come back home that night, or would you
Oh,
still make the
100%.
weekend?
There's no way I'm staying in Hammond.
Right.
And
And you're not going to go into Chicago and spend the extra 2 nights in a hotel.
if I'm going once a year, I might still go to Chicago for the weekend. But if I'm going multiple times, no.
Just zip it up and back.
Yep. Yeah, it's fine. I don't know. The Bears have tried to work with the state of Illinois. They've tried to build their own stadium in Arlington. They've tried to get them to rebuild the stadium at Soldier Field. But they don't want any part of it. State of Indiana is willing to work. We'll see what happens. I don't know.
Betsy,
Put a dome on it.
Governor
though.
Braun says he's all in. He wants to do this. This is a priority for him. Do we believe the man?
On this, yeah. I don't see a downside for Indiana. I think that's only tourism money. That's people spending money. It's increase in taxes. It's all good.
It could clean up a portion of Gary really quick.
I think it would help that out a lot.
It would have to. Look
Yeah.
what we did for the Super Bowl
Yeah.
in Indy.
I mean, getting another NFL team, even if it's not your team, it's a huge deal for your city.
I think
And it's a huge,
in Indiana
it's a
to have
huge draw.
2 teams in the state. That's absolutely hilarious.
I
I
would
guess Missouri
hate
did,
to see
but
it happen.
Yeah.
Just because I would like it to say Chicago Bears, but I think it would be comical.
Well, even the Arlington Heights site feels a little gross, but
That means
it's still
nothing for me though.
it's still in Chicago.
So,
Yeah.
what states have 2 NFL teams? You got
New
this-
Jersey,
New Jersey,
Florida,
Florida, Maryland,
Texas.
California.
California, Texas, Ohio, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Indiana would join that list.
So there's quite a few.
It's elite company.
All those states are bigger than
But
us.
they don't have a baseball team.
I'll take 2 NFL teams and a
100%.
I'll trade the Pacers to bring a second NFL team.
That's
No.
For the status of Indiana,
No.
Do you take the
Pacers.
football
I would trade
team?
the Pacers to bring a second
No.
NFL team in. We're never going to lose the Pacers, but I
moron.
no.
Do you-
2 NFL teams.
Hey,
in your state.
the Chicago Bears are a founding franchise.
Yeah, no.
I'm not going to. They're not going anywhere.
just did.
But it is more important.
I don't-
2 NFL teams is bigger status than NBA or MLB.
Like we lose an NBA team, though, we lose our ability to say that basketball is like one of our we are the state.
You should retract that
do we take the Bears
You
though,
offended your brother.
and then just quietly say, hey, by the way, we're not interested in your counties anymore. We just took your NFL team, and just drop the annexing parts of Illinois thing. Just like we're good. We just took the team, and like whatever hundreds of millions of dollars of tax revenue you get from that.
What's around Lake Michigan up on the Indiana border?
LaPorte, Michigan City.
Put it there. Keep it on Lake Michigan.
I don't disagree with that at all.
That'd be cool. You rub it in their
Portage,
face.
Chesterton.
Probably see.
Michigan City.
Hell, carve out a spot in the Dunes National Park.
Bears.
Yeah.
yeah,
You could probably see Chicago from there.
you can.
Yeah, it'd be perfect. If they're going to move to Indiana, that's where they should put it.
You look at a map. There's a
Michigan City.
there's a coal company that's got a peninsula that sticks out into the lake, and it looks big enough that you could just take that over, slap a football stadium on it, and just have it be.
Just build an
surrounded by
island.
it.
Money's
At this
not a
point,
problem
they
for
can do
them.
it
They're
in
worth
Dubai,
like
we still do
$8
it,
billion.
yeah.
Just do it.
So they're worth $8 billion. Go spend say the hell with you, Illinois. They're haggling over pennies, man, for their
That's true. It's like 300 grand.
they're haggling over little stuff.
I'm still like, I don't follow this. That I'm shocked that they're basically acting like one of those weird people that gets a liberal arts degree they can't do anything with, and they've just been sitting on the student loans for 20 years and haven't paid 1 ounce of principal on it.
They've not
$500 million.
resolved their debt.
They've just left $500 million just sitting there, like, yeah, we'll deal with that eventually. And the way that the NFL goes, you know that you're coming up on needing to do something for a stadium, because like 15, 20 years, every team's going to be like, okay, what are we doing for a stadium? What are we doing for a stadium? It's going to either be a major renovation or a new stadium, and you let the last stadium remodel just sit there unpaid for the entire time.
Welcome to Chicago and Illinois, where
You can't.
the
do
government is upside down and
Look,
inside out.
If I were the Bears, I'd
Great city, though.
how
A
freaked
great
out would
city.
the people of Chicago would be. The Illinois sports fans would be pretty annoyed if it went to Indiana. If
Yeah.
they went
They're-
across the border to Wisconsin,
Oh, it'd be worse.
It would be
right?
so much worse.
end of the world.
And also, our owner, George McCaskey, hates the Packers. He hates the state of Wisconsin. There is no way that will ever happen.
So they can't go west.
They can't
They
go.
can't go to Wisconsin.
No.
Well, if
And
they-
Michigan's a little too far from Chicago. So Indiana's the play.
It's the
But
only.
there's no
It's
way
the
they could
only
go
other play
Wisconsin.
outside of Illinois.
Yeah, Michigan's definitely too far. And plus, I mean, if you're getting north of Illinois, you're not far from Green Bay anyway. Like,
Well, you're Milwaukee. You're getting into the Milwaukee metro area.
yeah,
No, it would make, outside of the owner's hatred for the state of Wisconsin, trying to build in Wisconsin would make sense. It just won't happen.
right.
The only downside is
Yeah. Which, if they move to Indiana, are you going to lose some fans? Maybe. Most of them, it's going to suck, especially for the people that live in the city. Yeah, honestly, if they move to the location they were looking at, I think it's closer than the Arlington Heights location. If you live inside the city, it's not a bad drive. It's like a 30-minute.
It's literally on I-90.
Yeah,
like
it's not bad.
The Arlington Heights area is 10
Very
minutes
nice.
farther from Wisconsin than it is from Soldier Field.
Yeah.
Like it's like in the middle. Yeah, I looked up like Cookie. It's a 40-minute drive from Soldier Field to Arlington Heights.
without traffic.
Yeah, it's 40 minutes or an hour and 3 or whatever,
Yeah.
and then it's 30 minutes to Wolf Lake, which is like the state line.
Yeah, and they have a
you're real
train.
close.
They have a train that drops
Yeah,
you
runs
right
up
off in Arlington Heights. It would work out great if they moved to Arlington Heights. They own the 200 acres there. They could build their stadium. It's more profitable for them. They want to build hotels there. They want to build restaurants. I don't know. The state of Illinois is
The
dropping
problem,
the ball.
The problem with the Indiana area is that it is just so industrial that
Yeah.
it is not the picturesque look that you would like to have. unless you go into the Dunes area, which is a national park. That's your problem, is that you don't have a great.
I would give up a
located.
national park for the team.
It's our only national park. It just became a national park.
Screw those cactuses.
Just give them 200 acres.
Yeah. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough.
But
I think Michigan
Jer,
City or
something you're not thinking
Hammond.
about is if they move the Bears
Hammond.
to Indiana, there's going to be all those weed smokers traveling over the state line. See Bears games.
I don't think Gary's worried about the weed.
They're like, sweet. People are chilling out up here.
Zach.
So people from Indiana will go to Illinois for weed, but people from Illinois will come to Indiana for guns. I think it's an equal trade.
That's
Guns,
true.
fireworks, and the Bears.
I have heard that.
The Indiana Bears.
I love it.
The Albany's Gummy Bears.
Ooh.
Could be a sponsor.
Who's going to be in the final Dale Coyne seat, Zach?
Oh, man.
Got one seat left in IndyCar. Dale Coyne is supposed to announce it by Christmas. This is December 23rd.
You're supposed to announce it by Halloween, wasn't he?
And it's not been announced. So that they said Connor Daly's in the mix. They say that Linus Lundqvist is in the mix. For the longest time, it was Roman Grosjean was going to be in this car. Toby Sowery's name's been around a little bit. Is it going to be any of those four? Or some random name we don't know?
Oh.
Where is this going to go?
I don't know. Probably kind of, and I'll be honest, I'm not a huge Connor Daly fan just because I think he just likes to whine sometimes. But I like it for V. Connor just so he can get another crack, and then maybe I'd be his last one. I am not up for Roman Grosjean. Like, dude, you got F1 money. Go retire. Go drive sports cars. But like, he's still trying to squirrel into an IndyCar seat. But I don't know. Linus Lundqvist would be fun, but I don't think he's got any budget or anything.
Who's that?
There. Linus Lundqvist.
Yeah.
I think he'd be the feel good one. And so would Connor. Connor's popular. I mean, I don't mind Connor's a driver. I'd love to see him win an Indy 500. I think it would be pretty amazing to watch him.
That would be really cool
to do that. But like, there's times where I'm just kind of like I stopped listening to his podcast when Joey Molinaro went up because I was just like, this is the same thing over and over again. It's like, whatever. But he gets for Juncos to cut him loose after he's the reason they've been doing as well as they have the last 2 years is pretty ridiculous. But
yeah, everybody's
business.
heart I think is still with Connor Daly to be in that seat.
Yeah.
But most folks in the know seem to keep acting like it's Grosjean. And that they have funding from Todd Alt and the Bitnile people who, if they wanted Connor Daly, I think they would have Connor
yeah,
Daly.
I was gonna say I thought he's maintained that relationship. He has not like spoken ill of the Alts in there.
Connor grew up in Indiana, right?
Yeah,
He's from Noblesville.
Yeah.
We'll see.
His stepdad's Doug Bowles, and his dad worked for Channel 8 for years and years and years until he got taken down the Jim Leamy fiasco.
Danny, have you stayed in touch? Did you know Connor Daly didn't have a seat for the next year?
I did know that. Yeah, I would like to see him to be able to have a seat next year. He's a cool staple for the last 10 years in IndyCar, and he does a good enough job.
I get it to 500. And if they have him and they got Michael Cannon back,
there was
him and the Michael Cannon car at the 500 would be good.
I think the breadcrumbs. If I had to predict, this is not where my heart is at in it. I think I'd rather have Daly in a full-time seat, and I think Grosjean's probably going to be in the coin car. But the breadcrumbs right now look like Dreyer and Reinbold is where Daly would end up at, which is the car that the seat Ryan Hunter-Reay was in that almost won the Indy 500 this year. Really good seat for the race, and they're trying to extend the number of races they do. Connor had raised a bunch of money when he was going to be in the Junco seat. He had about half a budget. If they could put that team together and run Milwaukee, Indianapolis, whatever else, Gateway, Nashville, and just run an oval program for him, that's not a bad spot to be.
He could potentially beat some of the guys that he was picked over for. So
yeah,
he enjoys that.
We'll see where it lands.
On a separate note, Jared, do you like? I feel like every time I watch an Indiana's related sports event, Alex Palou is there, like waving and playing whatever team. Are you enjoying that?
Oh, we're loving seeing Alex at things.
Yeah.
They think they're using him appropriately for promoting the Indy 500.
Absolutely, yeah. He's such a
Pull your mic
guy.
up just a little bit for me so you don't talk across it. Yeah, it's been great seeing him at the IU things, seeing the Pacer things.
He's really adopted Indiana, right?
Oh yeah, he built a house here. He's a Hoosier.
So
I think he has some business interests in Spain still, where he's got
I think that makes sense.
Polo Motorsport and Prema are actually partnering for one of the junior formulas in Europe next year. But yeah, it's going to be great. We're only 2 months away from the IndyCar season. Basically, first of March to the end of February, we got cars on track.
Will the Fever resign Sophie Cunningham?
I hope so.
That's what I was worried about.
I hope so because she's lightning in a bottle.
She's fun.
She's fun. Like it's fun to see like when the pretty girls are the most violent. I think I'm allowed to say that as a woman. I'm pretty sure.
She kind of turned into the enforcer. She's kind of like, okay, we're getting.
I mean, between her and Lexi Hull's like double black eyes. The Fever season was obviously, Kaylin got hurt. That's such a bummer. It was still so much fun, and Sophie was a big part of that. I think until she got hurt.
I'm shocked that she had not been re-signed. I didn't know she hadn't been re-signed until I saw that Caleb Presley bit.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, and then we might have a strike. I hope we have a season. I've already paid for tickets, so
yeah. Well, you've done your part.
I paid.
Well, you didn't pay
a
enough.
Small fortune. I think I paid like $4,500, but I said, what would it take to upgrade to
Bench.
like sideline? And they're like, oh, about 19,000. That's out of my.
What were they before?
And they're making $80,000 a year, and it's $19,000.
What were they before Caitlin Clark? I don't know because the day that Caitlin Clark said, I'm leaving Iowa. I'm going to graduate from Iowa and go to the WNBA. The next day I called for season tickets. So I don't know what they cost prior to that announcement. I just know that I called it next day and got my tickets.
Smart.
And there's a long waiting list. And I know powerful people in Indiana government who can't get them because they're on a list. Like you think they're
very crazy.
Yeah. Anyway, our seats are excellent. So.
Let's work ourselves into final thoughts here. We're coming up on a 90-minute episode, which is exactly what we should be. Danny, Will, is there anything we forgot or should have talked about that?
Anything else about Dogman?
Why don't you tell them who you brought?
I brought my elf Doug.
You brought your elf Doug. He's in a that's not a ball jar. He's in a cur jar. Why is your elf in a jar, Wilson?
We forced him in there.
Was he misbehaving?
No.
Does he like being in the jar?
He thinks he was.
Ah.
Shit.
He's
up to no good all the time.
He's trouble, huh?
What are some of the things he's done?
Yep.
Did you catch your elf doing any drugs this year?
Oh, yeah.
Off the alcohol for some reason last couple of years.
He's not on the bottle?
No.
No,
he's sobered up.
He's sober.
Well, that's good news. All right. Well, thanks for being here, Will.
You're welcome. He forced me.
That sounds good.
I am just glad that I know that much more about Dogman and all those titles, which Krista texted and said that those titles killed her too. She's got a PhD in English, so she was impressed.
Cool. If I was going to say I'm going to read one Dogman book, which one do I need to read?
That's 22.
Catch 22. Dogman Catch
Fetch
22.
Fetch 22.
Come on,
22.
Jer. Jeez. All right.
It's my old years. All right, Danny. Anything we forgot?
No, Merry Christmas. Happy New Year soon. See you tomorrow. It's great seeing everybody. So thanks for letting me join in and bring my little family. Go back and see how Josie's embroidery is going and see what kind of presents we have.
Mr. Zach, we got a show next week. We're back on, I think we're on a Tuesday next week.
Next week's an eon away. I'm not worried about next week yet.
Who's your...
Nate Lamar will be here next week.
Ooh.
Tuesday the 30th with Nate Lamar. We're doing importing and exporting tariffs, the tariff episode.
That was a fun news story that popped in. about the poor woman that ordered was it a Barbie doll from Canada, and they mismarked it as being like $1,000 or something like that instead of $10, and so she got hit with an $800 tariff on it. It was like a mismarked thing.
Return to sender.
No, just hope everybody's a Merry Christmas. Hope everybody's. I don't know about anybody else. I don't even watch boxing, but my Facebook feed over the weekend was nothing but Jake Paul's broken jaw.
Double broken
jaw. Good for him. That was an icon. Those are some iconic pictures, though. His face moments before, and the other guy was smiling right before he broke his jaw.
Not what you want to see.
He had no reason to be in that ring other than money. And I mean, maybe I for $70 million, I'd let someone beat the tar out of me. But it was a ridiculous fight.
I still don't understand. I don't really know that many people that like boxing, like love boxing. So I am very curious as to how they keep making that much money from one fight. Like they can make hundreds of millions of dollars from a single fight and lose.
It's pay-per-view, right?
That was like Netflix, wasn't it? Was it Netflix
But
fight?
did they pay a fortune for the rights to it?
Chase, how much money do you need to have to get your jaw wired shut?
I'd do
Broken
it.
and wired shut.
I'd do it for $70 million, but I wouldn't want to know it was going to happen.
Diddy's girlfriend did it for less.
25,000, Chase. We doing it for 25,000?
No.
Or we doing it for 50,000?
No.
$1 million.
There's going to be multiple. Yeah, there's going to be multiple comments, like multiple comments. in there.
Yeah. It'd have to be more than. I'd do it for $5 million.
$5 million. All right.
No, Powerball's coming out.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
like what,
I've been trying
1.7?
to-
Maybe I'm a sucker. I was thinking
Billion?
$500,000. Like break my jaw for $500,000. 6 weeks of milkshakes, and that sucks. But then I have $500,000.
Betsy, this is my moneymaker. If I lose this,
We're gonna.
I mean, I have seen
there won't
his
be a
wi-
podcast for months.
I have seen him. I have seen him do goofy stuff, and his wife is just like, he's pretty, and so
yeah,
He can't
she's
come-
just
he
going to
can't-
leave me for a doctor.
yeah. Just everybody have a Merry Christmas and stay safe. And it's not going to be slick or awful outside, so wear shorts tomorrow on Christmas because it's going to be 60 degrees.
Wear a t-shirt to create a Christmas party.
Yeah.
Betsy, thanks for being here.
Yeah, always good to be here. Just a shout out again to the Middletown Compassionate Initiative. And Christmas Day from noon to 6. If anybody wants a hot meal, they'll be good. I think I'm in charge of their green beans.
Ooh.
At least I was for Thanksgiving.
Extra bacon in there.
No, we did not. We did not use bacon, but
This doesn't feel very southern. This is why it's northern.
it had lots of butter on it, though.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, and I spiced it very well. Like I was in the Shenandoah Elementary School kitchen, like just going nuts with the spices, just measuring with my heart because I know how to do that. And anyway, it felt very nostalgic because that's where I went to school, so it was cool.
It's wonderful. Chase Peyton, thanks for being here.
Thank you. What's everyone's favorite Christmas movie?
Die Hard.
Macaulay Culkin says not a Christmas movie. He had some logic for that.
I have a few. It depends on the mood that I'm in. That's what my favorite one is. I really think the little dark comedy Mixed Nuts is actually spectacular. Steve Martin movie, Adam Sandler's first movie he was in. So Mixed Nuts is a fun one, but it's probably not like a go-to haha Christmas movie. We just watched the Muppet Christmas this year, and that's always fun. But I like if I'm Will's age, I'm gonna go Ernest Saves Christmas.
My favorite. I have two favorite Christmas movies. Red One and Dear Santa.
And Dear Santa is the Jack Black movie that I was talking about.
Oh, okay.
Red One is the J.K. Simmons The Rock Christmas movie.
It's
on
really
Amazon
good.
Prime. Yeah, it's actually pretty good, but it's got Krampus in it though, doesn't it?
So you're
Yes.
going
Yeah.
very new school. You're not going
Yeah.
classic Christmas movies at all. Elf's tough to beat too, isn't it? Are you an Elf fan? Will?
Oh, that's a horrible.
Just Bob Newhart.
Elf's
I
a
loved it.
classic.
I loved it.
He got forced on me like the Bono album, like it's in one of my things. It's like, hey, this is in your library now. I'm like, no, it's not.
I saw it in theaters as a kid, so I'm partial.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite. but-
I would rather watch Elf than probably any other Christmas movie.
Christmas Vacation's
Christmas
also
Vacation's so
spectacular.
good. That theme song is so great. I love that
The
one.
animation at the beginning is
Yeah.
very nostalgic to me.
There's so many moments. Like I literally caught 20 minutes of it before I came here, and it's just like there's so many things happening in that 20 minutes. It's like this movie's insane. Like just the pacing.
It
just keeps ratcheting up in drama.
It's really good. So it's tears. It's like it's what do you want to do out of Christmas? But like I said,
there's a lot of good ones though too. There's a lot like Netflix has it pretty good. I like Home Alone 2. Everything beyond that, after that's garbage.
Yeah.
I like all the Santa Claus movies with Tim Allen. I like all 3 of those. I usually rip through all 3 of those. I remember I did in like a day. We did Home Alone 1 and 2 back to back. The Christmas Vacation's like I haven't watched it yet because I'm going to watch it. Like I save it till Christmas weekend. Like it's
my controversial one is probably that I don't care for Christmas Story. And
See,
Danny's probably the same. I don't really care for that movie.
I'm basic. That's probably my favorite.
See, it doesn't. I have no emotional connection with it. As a little kid, I wasn't from Indiana. Like when I think your most important years,
Indiana to me.
Your most important.
Well, it's about to be
years
Chicago.
Your most important years as a kid for Christmas are like from the ages of 6 to 9, 6 to 10, whatever. And I was in New York for those, so the Indiana side doesn't work for me. My era of as a 90s kid, 80s kid is more of a Home Alone. So Christmas Story, 1960s Christmas doesn't connect with me.
It's the 24-hour run. Though.
That's too.
It was hard to miss it.
TBS beats you to death on, but I just like it's not. It's like a depressing point in time in a depressing spot in the world, like Gary, Indiana. Especially when I grew up, Gary, Indiana was the murder capital of the United States of America.
But 10 years earlier, it was pretty nice.
But so yeah, the soap in the mouth thing. I'm just like, no.
I don't know. It's one of my favorites. I don't know. It's top 2 for me. I love Elf. I love A Christmas Story. It's hard to beat those 2.
If I'm going like just a classic one, White Christmas is really good.
I've never seen
nothing.
The classic.
I think as a class, like if you're going a classic Christmas movie,
the classic
I'm
Rudolph
going
movie. Used to love that.
Oh, the claymation
1968.
Rudolph.
It's my favorite movie.
Which Grinch movie?
Oh,
Jim
Carrey's. That one's probably top 3 for me too. I don't know. That one's a great one.
I listened to an interview with Ron Howard. And he talked about watching Jim Carrey do that movie. It was something else because he said he compared it to watching Tom Hanks do Apollo 13. He's like, you're watching somebody do like something that nobody else can do when they're doing that movie.
I guess like A Christmas Story, I'll probably watch once. The Grinch, I could put that on in the summer and watch the whole thing.
Jim Carrey's so good when it was on.
is there a Christmas movie y'all want to just put in the lake and forget about it exists?
A Wonderful Life.
Anything on Hallmark. I hate the Hallmark Channel with all of my heart. I do, and I think that there's a meme from Family Guy where they would say Lifetime television for idiots. I feel the same way about the Hallmark Channel. Like I just don't understand why anyone would watch it. It's all boy meets girl. There's Christmas tree.
I was gonna ask, do they have lesbian Hallmark?
I think there's like one or 2, and I have made it. Chris and I have watched them, and they've generally been bad. There was one a couple years ago, Happiest Season at Aubrey Plaza and Kristen Stewart. That was pretty good.
Yeah,
it was actually pretty good. But as far as gay Christmas movies, not a lot of them. Even though it's Yuletide gay, not a lot of gay representation. But that's also fine. But
one of them I haven't watched in a while is Last Holiday with Queen Latifah. I've enjoyed that one too. That's a random one, but
I haven't seen that one in a long time.
So this website, we'll call this the authority here because it's got actually recognizable titles. Jen Hatmaker, her blog, the number 1 Christmas movie of all time, according to her, is It's a Wonderful Life from 1946. Chase already killed that one off. I said White Christmas, which was 1954, was number 2 on their list. Miracle on 34th Street, which was made in 1947, was 3rd. Christmas Carol from 1984 was 4th, and National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation 1989.
Which Christmas? Whose is that?
That's on the classic side.
1984.
George C. Scott's performance. I don't know that I can recommend.
I'm okay with never seeing any of those except National Lampoon's.
I completely agree.
I've never seen the top 3. Those 3, like the It's a Wonderful Life. I've never seen any of those.
Elf, Home Alone, The Grinch. Stole Christmas of 2000. That was a Jim Carrey movie. Klaus from 2019. I have no idea what
That was actually or Klaus.
Klaus. Yeah, Klaus.
It's very.
would make
That's a
more
good one.
sense,
That's on
wouldn't it?
Netflix,
Yeah.
and that's a
I
pretty good.
hate-
Well, it's spelled in a very aggressive way.
I hate
Klaus.
the Polar Express shirt.
And Polar Express. I never saw that. 2000.
I want to see Polar Express redone.
I was 19, so
So-
it wasn't really.
I watched Polar Express in theaters as a kid. I was 9 years old, and how I remember this day so well is because it's the first day I ever went hunting, and we got lost, and I pooped my pants on the way to the tree stand, and my dad made me sit in it until noon, and then he goes, and you don't understand, my dad really wanted me to get into hunting.
That's
And-
not a good start, though.
Just sit there and think about what you
we
did.
get lost.
The best-
I
the best
pooped
part,
myself.
The best part though is all the stories he told about his cousins earlier. Not so bad now.
So then
That kid would piss his bed. Can you believe that?
it's early morning. A doe walks by, and he's like, "All right, shoot it."
Was it sniffing?
And
like,
it was so cold. My hands were so cold. I was like, Dad, I can't feel my hands. I can't shoot this deer. So then it's noon. He gets me out of the tree stand. We look at my gun. My gun is clogged with mud because I had fell on the way to the tree stand. So it's a good thing I didn't shoot the
Is
deer.
that when you-
So then he takes me to my grandma's, and it's in my hair. It's
poop or
everywhere.
the mud?
The poop.
How
So-
old are you?
9. So she washes me up, and then we went to see the Polar Express right after that.
Your
Okay.
childhood, man.
here's the problem with Polar Express. It came out at a very awkward time for animation. It was
It's
like,
Uncanny
yeah.
Valley.
it was not
Yeah.
not like drawn animation.
Yeah.
It was like early like CGI animation, but not good. It's like the GoldenEye. If you remember the 64, it's like the GoldenEye animation where like we kind of made a body and then we slapped a face on it, but they're not quite connected. I would love to see Polar Express redone with either just go straight back to drawn animation or with modern animation. But it's a very awkward place.
You're
in
right.
there.
It's like a
It's-
weird aesthetic.
Yeah. Like their faces
Yeah.
are kind of strange in it and stuff. And like,
And that's why I like Elf, is that it is that forced perspective claymation style where, you know, they filmed Bob Newhart and Will Ferrell at different lengths to make Will look huge compared to Bob. The perspective they used is they went back to the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer shorts.
I do want to point
That's a
out
good one too, Rudolph.
it wasn't a normal thing for me to poop myself. I drank a ton of apple cider the night before.
What does that have to do with anything?
It gave me diarrhea.
oh, so it was wet. It was like around down
It
your
was
leg.
gross.
Oh,
It was
God.
gross, and I was in a
was
onesie,
cold
so
enough.
it was just all climbing up.
I wonder if
It
you
was
and your
in my hair.
cousins can sign up
Well,
for
Merry
group-
It was
Christmas.
so
group
bad
therapy.
that my dad wanted me to hunt so bad,
Have
and he was like, "You never have to come back if you don't want to."
have a good night.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Don't shit
Please
yourself.
don't
take
poop your
it.
pants.
Don't invite Chase over.
I still give him any apple
cousins.
cider.
He's probably gonna
Have
make
you had
wanna
any
take
apple
a
cider?
shower. We'll be back Tuesday of next week with Nate Lamar, and I bet he won't tell any of the same stories Chase
I
did.
guarantee it.
Good night.